Hi, I'm Ashley Monks, Executive Director of the RiteCare Clinics in Southeastern Oklahoma. The RiteCare Clinic is a nonprofit speech therapy clinic that offers therapy services to children ages 18 months to 12 years who have a specific reading, writing, understanding, or speaking difficulty. The RiteCare Clinic is the philanthropy of the Scottish Rite Masons and is funded through the Charitable and Educational Foundation. Our clinic is unique in the fact that we serve children on a one-on-one basis and that we collaborate with other professionals in the community to individualize treatment plans. Our goal is to identify children with communication difficulties at an early age to ensure each child has the opportunity to experience success in communication, and so they will ultimately become a productive member of society. The RiteCare program is a valuable asset to any community, especially those with limited resources. At this time, I'd like to share the views of professionals in the community, employees of the RiteCare, and parents of children who receive services, and let you discover the impact a speech and language disorder has on a child and their family and how the RiteCare can help.
I'm Amanda, and this is my daughter Taylor. When she was born, she had a cleft palate. Well, no, I guess it was about 2 years old is when we got introduced to the Scottish Rite through her grandmother. And her third surgery was when she was about 4, and the Scottish Rite and the Shriners, they worked together to improve her speech, and it's been a great success. In the beginning, very frustrated with her speech. Her point she was trying to get across, we couldn't understand. And then she's gradually improved over the last probably, 4 years? 3-4 years? She's doing great. Nobody would even know now, with the speech therapy and the surgeries that she's had. She's awesome.
Here at the RiteCare Clinic, we work with our clients on a one-on-one therapy session. When we work one-on-one with the children, it allows us to achieve more productions for a targeted goal versus working in a group where that child is having to divide the time with the other children. We can get more accomplished on their specific goals. The children like working one-on-one. It's very seldom do they get one-on-one attention for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, so that's something that they also enjoy. Most parents are pretty eager. They understand that it takes their involvement as well to help the children progress and to carry over these skills into other settings and other environments. We have parents who will sit and observe the therapy so that they have a little more insight as to how to do what we send home. And then we encourage questions. If they don't understand, call us back. We can, explain and let them know a little bit more about what they're struggling with. We see a lot of different reactions when a kid first comes to us. If they have a communication problem, especially articulation, and they're very unintelligible, they become frustrated very easily because you're not understanding what they're telling them. And after you work with them for a while, you can see their face light up when they can tell you what they want and you understand, and then they get it. Or with a child who has some literacy troubles and phonological awareness, when they can read through a book by themselves and not have to ask, what's this word? Or something, they say, I did it, all by myself, I didn't have to have help, anything like that. So it's a very rewarding profession getting to watch the children, especially when that light comes on and they know that they've done it and that you understood or that they could do it all by themselves.
I'm Marty Fields, a nurse practitioner, and my primary focus is pediatrics, and I love kids, and I see them pretty routinely, and we really see them, the ones I really get to know well, I see with well child checks, and then they'll come to me again when they have acute illnesses. But because I develop a relationship with them, I'm able to assess their speech skills and how their communication, their language development, and that's one of our developmental milestones. So after I've seen a child for a while and I have some concerns about their speech development, I will question the mom if she has some concerns about it too. And that's usually the best way for me to be able to get a referral to RiteCare Clinic. Speech pathology is if the mom says, yeah, I've been thinking about that too. So we have a good source here in McAlester with the RiteCare Clinic and speech pathology, and a very easy way to refer to them because we have a telephone number, and then we know the ladies, the pathologists that work there. So we refer to the moms up there, and we've had some very, very good results with that. The parents are pleased, the children are pleased, and they like to go. And then sometimes the pathologists then even assess some of the siblings that come in with the children, because the younger siblings, a lot of times, the older ones talk for them. And so the moms, because they are the babies in the family or the younger children in the family, they'll let them grunt or point to things so the children aren't developing their speech patterns like they need to. So then we end up usually referring those children too. So it's been a good experience. It's a good experience for moms because they feel good about that. Also, with healthcare right now taking a primary focus on primary prevention, this is a primary prevention mode. The child goes into school without speech development problems, and so they have just a better success rate when they're in school because of their language development. So we're very pleased to be able to refer to the Rite Speech Pathology Clinic here in McAlester.
My name is Elizabeth Bays. This is our son Cade, and we've been coming to see Ashley for about 4.5 years. We found out about RiteCare. Cade was diagnosed as being globally delayed, primarily in speech. And I heard an ad on the radio advertising the RiteCare clinic. We had moved up here from Texas, didn't know a whole lot of services that were offered in McAlester, but when I heard of RiteCare, they were a godsend to us. So we came to see Miss Ashley, and she interviewed us and found out what Cade's delays were, and we came to therapy, and they have made me realize that speech is not, I think so many of us take speech for granted in society. It comes natural for most people. But until you have a delay, you don't realize how difficult it is. How frustrated children can get when they can't express themselves.
Sad. Happy.
I'm very happy. The RiteCare clinic has taught us so much. Not only have they taught Cade how to speak, but they have taught me as a parent how to teach him to speak. There's different ways, it just comes so natural for most of us, but she has taught us how we can take our sounds and form them into words. And they have just been a godsend. Is that right? Cade, when we first started coming here, he was about 2.5 years old, and he could not make, he couldn't even form a word. He couldn't make sounds. It was just kind of like grunts and a lot of pointing. And it was frustrating for him because he could not, he couldn't communicate with us. But through our therapy, we are now able to communicate very well. He can form sentences, and we still have a ways to go, but we're getting there. And RiteCare has offered us hope that we can do this. I did not know, had never heard of the RiteCare before, didn't know that this service was offered. I just didn't know a lot about it because this is our first child. We never had someone who was delayed before. But now I'm probably the biggest advocate because I see what they can do for a child. If you don't have a child who's delayed, you don't see the need in the community. But when you have a child who has the need, this is our future. Through the services that RiteCare has provided Cade, I know he can be a productive member of society. And it's just invaluable to us. If I had $1 million, I'd give every penny I had to the RiteCare clinic.
For more information, you may contact us at 918-426-2300 or visit us on the web at McAlesterscottishRite.org.
Thank you.